Hello and welcome to Lori's Crafting Place.blogspot.com, and today is Fun Fold Friday, and so we're going to do a card courtesy of Lisa Curcio, I think is how you say her last name. And I thought it was really cute, and I had this whole set that I got years ago. So to do this card, we're going to need, let me turn you this way and get you down here where you can see. We're going to need to use this paper pack or any kind that you have that has candy canes in it. This paper pack was called Sweetest Christmas, and it was 12 by 12 designer series paper, and it had some really pretty ones. This and, oh, let's see, some little candy cane paper. If I can pull that out so you can see that. And I just love this paper. I thought it was really cute, and I thought we would use it. And then I have this stamp set called Sweet Candy Canes. And so it has the big candy canes in it. You can see how big they are. And it comes with two, one facing that direction and one facing the opposite direction. So you have both of these. So they're really fun to use. And then I'm going to use the sentiment out of here that says Merry and Bright. So that's what we're going to be using. Also, we're going to need a piece of 8-inch ribbon. And I just had some in my stash, so I pulled it out. It's a little sparkly. And I'm using Real Red ink. I don't know why my camera is crooked. And some Garden Green. So those are the colors of ink that I'm using. I'm going to move those out of my way here. Put them back in here because I think I'm done with what I'm going to do with that. So I will have all the measurements because there's a lot of measurements here in the bottom of the box. So I'll try to say them. I've written them on as I go along here. So you need to start with is a piece that measures 4 1/4 by 9 1/2. So I took an 8 1/2 by 11 and putting it with the 8 1/2 up at the top of my paper cutter, I cut it down at 4 1/4, and I end up with enough to make 2 cards. And then I cut this down to 9 1/2. And then you want to score this at 2 inches. So get your scoring board out here, and I've already done mine. So you're gonna score it at, let me get my other little thing here, bone folder. You're gonna score it at, what did I say? Let me look again. You're going to score it at 2 and 4. So you're gonna score it, let me find mine, at 2 and at 4. And then this one we're gonna fold over. Let me see if I can find where it is here. It didn't score too deep. I'm going to fold that one over. And then we're going to fold this one. So this is our fancy fold. Or our fun fold. And it will open up like this. This is a box. We're going to make some box like step. And you'll see as we go along here. And then the next thing that we need, and I believe I've got everything else scored. I hope I do. Maybe I don't. Maybe I got carried away here and forgot. Yeah, I forgot to score these things. So we'll have to do that. And then you're going to need a piece here that is 4 by 5 1/4, and you can see this is one side and then this is the other, and that's going to go right in here. And we can go ahead and glue that down. So I haven't made this card before, so I'm kind of just doing it as I go along, hoping I don't run out of glue. I know it's getting low, and I probably need to fill it. But for now, we'll just do this. I'm gonna spread this out here so I can get this on here right. Let's see here. You want to stay inside your score mark. So, and then we'll just smush it down. And this is our base so far. And then we'll open up. Okay, so I'm going to move this scoring tool until I need it again, and I may just use my paper trimmer one. So, let's see now what I'm going to do. Then I think what we will do is let's work on these things on the inside. I'm going to make a whole bunch of these, so I'm pretty sure this one's going to go on the front. So you have a piece of white that's 1 7/8 by 4 1/8. That will go on the front. And then you have a piece here that's 1 3/4 by 4. And we're going to use that side. And that will go on the front. Okay, well, we don't need that yet. And these candy canes will go on the front. And the ribbon. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to make these little steps. So I have these marked off as block 1, 2, and 3. So all this right here is block 3. Block 3, you have a piece that's 1 1/2 by 3, and we're going to score this at 1/2, 2, and 2 1/2. So let's just go ahead and start doing that. So I'm going to move this over here to the side. And let's see. I want this one over here too. Let's get this has a scoring tool on it. We just got to make sure we get the cutter out of the way. Okay, so this is block number 3. I'm going to stick it up here. We have to score it at 1/2 inch. So we're going to come here to 1/2, and we're going to score that. And you probably can't see it. Let me see if I can turn it. And then we're going to move it to 2. Oh, there's 2. And we're going to score that. And then we're going to move it to 2 1/2. 2 1/2. And we're going to score that. Okay, so this one is all scored. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold this one back and fold this one back and fold this one back. So you'll have these folds, and it'll look like this. You can see in there. Okay. And then we'll add our paper in just a moment. Let's move on to block number 2. And we need to score this one at 1. So we're going to put it here on 1. Maybe I can make this up a little higher here so you can see. So we've got it at 1. We score. Then we score at 2 1/2. 2 1/2. And then we're going to score at 3 1/2. And then we'll fold these also. So we got this one at 1 and just 1. And then we have this one at 2 1/2 and this one at 3 1/2. so it does the same thing. Okay. Alrighty, that's block 3. Then we have block number 1. And block number 1 is scored at 1.5. So let's score this to make sure I get it a little deeper. I don't know if these things can run out or not, but it seems like mine's not doing as well as it used to. So let's put it in here again, 1.5. And okay, then we're going to go to 3. And then we're going to go to 4.5. Okay, and then we'll fold these. That was 1.5. This was 3. And this one was 4.5. Okay, and then that's our other block. Okay, that's our first one. All right, so let me move this out of the way. Bring this back in. Now, like I said, I haven't made this, so I'm just kind of just going with it. All right, this writing will get covered up. This one probably won't, so I'm going to erase these right here because I don't want it to be seen. Okay, and so then we're going to take the white and we're going to put glue. Put glue on here. Lay it down here in between the score marks. And then we're going to take this and put that one over it like that. Okay. Then I'm pretty sure what we're going to do is glue this to this. And we're going to put some glue on here. Or you can use tape. But when you're working with mechanisms, it's easier, I think, to do it with glue, because it just seems to hold better. And I'm going to push that one down too. Okay, so hope I'm doing this right. Oh, I just didn't get to watch the video and I wanted to get this done. So I'm going to put this on here. I think I'm going to put some glue on here at the same time. Okay, because it's going to go like this. And this one's going to go like this. I'm pretty sure, because you're going to want there. So let's push it all down. Did you see what I did? Okay, I do have a little bit of glue right here. I didn't want. So I laid it down and then smushed it. And that way, there's our first little box. And then we'll take the second box and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to erase my pencil marks because I don't want them to show. And let's go ahead and take the white piece, which measures for block 2, 1 3/8 by 2 3/8. And we're going to put that in between here. And then we'll take this DSP 1 1/4 by 2 1/4. And we're going to put that on here. Okay, and then we'll do this again. Put some glue on here. Put some glue on this little section right here. Alrighty, so we're going to line this up. Not sure how high, but this looks just about right. Let's see if we can make this go over. And then smash it down, trying to kind of keep it straight. There we are. Okay. We just want to make sure that we'll be able to close these. Okay. And then we have our block number 3, which I'm going to again erase my pencil writing because I don't want it to show. Then we're going to take the white piece, which is 1 3/8 by 1 3/8 squared. This is for block number 3. And we're going to stick it in between here. And then we'll take the DSP, it's 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 squared. Put some paper on it. Stick it on here. Alrighty, then we're going to put some glue on this little section right here. And some glue on this little back section right here. And then this is going to go like this, because we do not want to go over this edge here. I think this will work. There we are. Isn't that cool? And then when you close it up, you've got your A2 card that it'll fit in there. Oh, that is a cool fold. And so then what we need to do is we need to take the Merry and Bright, and I think I'm going to cut a little bit of this off. So I don't need it to be that long. I'll cut some of it off at this end. And, oh yeah, it's going to go like that. Anyway, it's not going to go in there. It's going to go over here. So, let's get this on. Let's get this piece, which is 1 7/8 by 4 1/8. And we'll lay that down on here. And then we'll take this DSP, and it is 1 3/4 by 4. And we'll put it on here. And then we're going to take this Merry and Bright, and we're going to put it on here. So we're only going to get glue on this very edge right here. Just put some glue on the very edge of it. And it'll open. Okay. Then we're going to take our candy canes. Let me get these out of here. And I think I'm going to put the green one down, so I'm going to put some glue on here. Let's see, let's go like this. Put the green one down. Then we'll take the red one. And I could wrap that around the red one. Let's try it. Let's try wrapping this around the candy cane and tying it. I can do this without having it come all undone. There we are. Turn it this way. And try to get that in there. Sometimes my bows aren't that great. It's a little bit there. And what we can do is just trim this up a little bit. The other one, I don't care if it's all like that. It's fine. And then we'll take and put this candy cane on here. Put some glue on it. And let's see, I see some pieces there. And we'll stick this right over here. Now, you could leave some white around these candy canes on the edges here, and it would help pop it up a little more, but it's okay. Or you could take, and I didn't want to use them because I didn't want to waste this paper yet. You could just cut these out. They're really pretty candy canes, and you could use those. But I stamped mine, so anyways, this is our Fun Fold card, and I believe that it's called, oh, let me see what this is called. Let me think here. This is called a pop-up block card. Okay. And I just thought it was really, really cute. And then also I could take some of my rhinestones. And I still have some green ones left in here. I could take a green one, stick it on here, and take another little green one, stick it on there. Oh yeah, let's take another one. Let's take one and put it, let's just kind of put it right down here. Well, if I can get it out from under my nail, we'll put it down on here. And there we go. So there's our card. Thank you, Lisa, for the idea. And I think that is a really cute card. You can see how it goes there. It makes kind of like a little step. And so that's our Fun Fold card for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. And hit the notification bell when you want to see when I make another video. And click the like button if you like this video. So I hope you give it a try. And I guess we'll see you before Thanksgiving. So I won't say Happy Thanksgiving yet. But until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. And happy crafting. Bye-bye.